YouTube, I'm live. Twitch. There we go. Am I live on YouTube? Yeah, there it goes. Okay. All right. So today it's going to be a bit of a short stream, about 2 hours. And I'm just going to work on some small things. So I think yesterday, yesterday when I finished, when I got off, I just got all this working right. Still not sure about the lighting code, but that was a problem with the old engine as well. So I had a few things I had in mind today. So one of them is I'm caching shaders. Where is it? So I'm compiling shaders in here, and somewhere in here, shader code. Yeah, if not, read buffer. Okay. Or no, that's open the shader itself. Where am I? I know I'm caching these somewhere. Here we go. If file exists, cache path. Yep. To do compare against file hash. Okay. And then I want to make sure reflection, is that running on the Spear V code or is that running on GLSL? Okay, it's running on Spear V code. Good. So, yeah. I want to change this around to just, instead of only comparing if the file exists, I want to store the file hash. And then if the file hash changes, then I'll recompile it instead of just simply does it exist. So, and so I was thinking I could have two ways of actually managing storing the hash itself. I could either embed it into the file, into the Spear V code, or I could keep a like a JSON dictionary or something somewhere that describes everything that's in the cache for all the shaders at least. And so having like a separate dictionary is probably the better, more robust solution overall. Especially because if I like embed the hash into the Spear V, I was looking at the spec and I don't think there's not like a good there's not really like a good way to just put custom data into Spear V. And so while like I would be able to internally handle it and no one else should be using my Spear V shaders, overall, I think it would be a good idea if I did store the hashes in a separate file. So yeah, I think that's just like a better design overall. So I have this cache folder. And yeah, I'm not actually caching images anymore. But I could probably add that back today as well. We have shaders. This is what's important. So yeah, let's just make a new file. Let's call this just cache.json. That's fine. So what is it? It's like this, right? That's how I have to start a JSON file. I don't remember. Yeah, like this. So and then I want to go by each folder, I guess. So I could say shaders, and then it's like this, and then a list, and then each one of these objects is going to have a name, and then and so this is whatever, and then it'll have a hash, and I guess I don't know what hash function I want to use, but I could just say like MD5 some for the moment, and then this is whatever. Okay, yeah, that'll work. And then I would just have, yeah, multiple values. Okay, that works fine for file format. Yeah, and then shaders, that would just be, yeah, I am putting it all into one folder. I can add multiple folders later on when I need to, but for now, this is fine. So let's go into shader. All right, so I need to figure out a hash function. So CVP hash file. Is there something in the standard library? Yes. A hash value such as this for 2 paths. No, this is hashing a path. I just want to get like the MD5 sum of a file or something like that. Standard hash. Is there one of these for string? I don't. Okay, hash support for strings. Okay. So I don't know how fast this is, but I would assume it's pretty fast. Hash string speed. Yeah. So the other thing is like hash collisions. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I won't have hash collisions right now. Yeah, if you use something like MD5 sum, it should very rarely happen, if at all. All right, I'm just going to use standard hash, and then later on, if I want to change the algorithm, I can. And so I'm actually just going to call this hash, and so if I change the algorithm, I'll just rehash everything. That's fine. So that's fine. Then, now actually, do I even want to call this shaders? I might just do it like this, right? I don't know if I can just directly put that in there, but yeah, let's just call this cache or something, right? And then, yeah, and then I can just like embed the file paths in here. That'll work. I like that better. So for right now, I'm just going to do all this in the shader class. But yeah, later on, like I'll probably do this for more than just shaders. Or for SpearV code or whatever. Okay. So if file system exists, cache buffer. So let's just put something up here. So let's see. It's going to be Boolean. Or wait a second. Hold on. I don't want to cache the SpearV. I want to cache the GLSL. Yeah. Read buffer cache path. Or hold on. Yeah. So I want to cache the GLSL, or I want to take a hash of the GLSL, but what I'm caching is the SpearV. Okay. Yep. So if file system exists, cache path. Yeah, so this is like .spv. Yeah. So I'm just going to read all this. So I'm going to say bool is cached. That seems decent enough. And this is going to take a file system path, and then a string to check or something, or I don't know, possible match. I don't know, something like that. So is cached. Yeah, so first I want to see if it even exists. File system exists. File path. Except this isn't quite right. So like this would be because here I probably just want one thing, which is the GLSL code. Yeah. So let's see. So we can compile here. Where am I actually loading GLSL? Get stage path. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so shader code is this read buffer. Okay. And that just dumps this into shader code. Okay, that makes sense. So do I want to So yeah, then maybe what I actually want to do, right? So yeah, I have this vector of characters shader code. And then here, so this is just a string. I don't know. Yeah, I can probably do something with like reinterpret cast. Because what I'm actually going to want to do is check this down here after I load the GLSL. Yep. And so what this is going to take is file path. Maybe not file path. Maybe oh yeah, it should be file path. It's in here, so I have like I just have shaders and I have it directly in here. But here this is actually like shaders graphics triangle for the new renderer. I'm just thinking like if I'm passing in file path here, then it would be good if I was also loading the file itself in here. So maybe just having like is cached isn't great. Maybe instead what I should do is maybe I can't just build it into like read file. It's a little too complex for that. But I think file path is at least what I want to start with, right? And get some code down. And then let's just, yeah, just do this. And so this is going to be file path. File path. File to open file. Okay, so now I have the, let's just call this file data or something. So I've got that. Right, and so this is the actual file path instead of just like the cache path or something. Oh. Yeah, what am I setting? Okay, path is file path. Okay. So if not read buffer, file path, file data. Yeah. Then failed to read file. Now, so I want to cache this, but this is a vector of characters. Or hash it. I don't know if I can do something like this. Data. And then string view, I think it is. I think string view is like a non-copying thing. Yeah, I think that's right. Right? String view should just wrap it. describes an object that can refer to a constant contiguous sequence of character T. For basic string view pointers are invalidated when an operation invalidates a pointer in the range. String size. So how do I actually set the size? Data is equal to null pointer. Copy constructor. Okay, well, I don't want to copy. Number 2. Okay, that's a basic string view. Okay, so here's character pointer. So what's 3 and 4? Constructs a view of the first count characters of the array. Constructs a view of the first of the null terminated character string. Okay. Behavior is undefined. It's determined by traits length. After construction date is equal to S. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt this is going to be a null terminated string all the time. And so just to make this more explicit, yeah, I should do this anyway. I should say file data dot size. So we may count characters in a string view. And so this shouldn't copy anything, I would think. Constructs a view, yeah. Anyway, so string view, and then let's call this string view file data view or something, and then I can hash, or can I just call it like this? File data view. Does this work? Can I use parentheses? Viable constructor. String view. Redefinition of file data view. How do I just hash them? Is it? Standard hash. Oh, this is weird. Okay. Okay, I'm like constructing a hash and then, yeah, I don't know why it's like this. Ignoring. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to call this, I guess this is like a standard hash. String view hash. Like that. Viable conversion from size T. Oh, okay. Return or use hash combine. Size T. Okay, so this is 64 bits, right? Integer type. Is the unsigned integer type the result of the size of operator? Okay, so this is the maximum size. Because if this is unsigned int, then isn't this going to be 32 bits? Or I thought unsigned int was 32 bits. You have to do like, is that like ulong or something? Anyway, this should be good enough. Yeah, to do check for hash or deal with hash collisions. All right, this is good enough for now. So let's just do a size T hash, okay. And then, yes, I've read the file, and then yeah. So now I want to actually read this out of the cache. So let's have this. It's actually like const string base cache path. It's just this. And then it's not shaders. It's actually yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. And then I want to read the cache.json file. And so how am I know somewhere in here, I'm using like rapid.json or simd.json or something. stream file. Okay, I'm just gonna copy some of this. So file is gonna be, let's see, this is cache JSON, and this is base cache path is cache JSON. If file is open, close that. Else, just warn here. Warning, fail to open cache JSON. Turn false. Okay. So if file is open, yeah, like that. Okay. iStream wrapper. Okay, so then I need the in here. Where is it? Details. Where's JSON? Where am I importing this from? Oh, here it is. Rapid JSON. Shader. iStream wrapper. Did you mean rapid JSON iStream wrapper? Yes. There we go. Value. Apparently these aren't right. Document not found. Unknown type name value. Unknown document. Is there something else I need to include? I don't. What am I using? No. Basic iStream wrapper. Where's this? Generic document. Must be including this somewhere else, and I don't know where. Yeah, it only shows me where. Right, so there's iStream wrapper there. Apparently I'm not using a whole bunch of this stuff, so I'll just get rid of this for now. Clean this up a little bit. Yeah, apparently this is all I need. Oh, you know what? I was including this. Yeah, there it is. And so actually some of this is probably broken now, I would expect. Yeah, a whole bunch of this is broken actually. I'm just gonna undo this. Some of these imports are unused, but I don't want to deal with cleaning that up right now. But what I do want is to put rapid JSON document in here. Is that gonna work now? Nope. There we go. Okay, so parse stream, file close, right? So objects JSON, so this is going to be cache JSON, the cache, and then assert cache JSON. I don't think I want is object. I think I want is array. Yes. Is array. And then let's see. Cache JSON dot get array. How does this work? An array. Okay. What are the methods here? Array size. Okay, so it says iterators and things. I'm just gonna do it like this. 4 i's. 0 i's less than rapid JSON array reference. Cache array equals this. Is this not a thing? Get array. No type named array in RapidJSON. Okay, I'm just going to make this an auto reference. No. Non-const L value. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll just make it const or whatever. There we go. So cache array dot size. Apparently this is that size. S plus I. There we go. Okay. Actually, cache array. There we go. All right. So for every element in this array, then actually maybe this should be like a hash map or something, but I'm not going to deal with that right now. If, let's see, is it like cache array of I? Value type, yeah, dot. Do I do like, I guess this is like get object or something. So assert cache array dot, or cache array I dot is object, and then RapidJSON object. I don't know. I'm just gonna do auto const object cache array of I and obj dot get set. So just get is number string member end get straight length push back get type name. I'll need to look up documentation for this. I want to get the key and the value. Document.parse document hello get string. So how do I get query array, query object? Yeah, so I got the array. Okay, it does have iterators, but whatever. Range-based for loop. Oh, I can do this. We can access all object members by iterator. Yeah, let me just iterator get string iterator value get type. Does this have a dot value? Object dot value, no. Object this, no. So it works with iterators, but not with. This is annoying. If I don't want to use an iterator, you call has member before. However, this is two lookups better is find member and obtain its value at once. Oh, interesting. If iterator is not member end, okay. Type of member. Iterator name get string. All right, I'll choose iterators. Whatever. So this is going over all of them. Yes, this is like the document here. Yeah, assert is object. So I've got the object. Has member, begin const value iterator. So if I just say object begin, I should be able to get like name out of this or something, or value or whatever, but apparently not. Yeah, iterator value get string. Iterator name. Const member iterator. Oh, hi. Hey, right now I'm trying to implement a cache for shaders. So I'm compiling them with GL slang, and so and so currently I'm just caching them. So like once I generate the SpearV code, I'm just saving it to a file somewhere, and then if that file exists, I'm just loading it. But this is the problem where if I actually go and I try to change the shader code, then it won't actually get updated because I'm only checking the file exists instead of checking the file hash. So right now I'm trying to check the file hashes instead. And so I'm currently in the middle of trying to figure out how rapid JSON works, so that because I want to store the cache data in JSON object. So I have this object, and it's just a little confusing because this is telling me like the iterator is supposed to have name and value, and then I look for that and it just doesn't exist. So like if I get this thing's iterator, or oh wait, maybe I need member begin and not just begin. There it is. Okay. Member begin name. So then actually I'm just going to do it like this. Member begin, and then object name. There we go. And object value. And I think I have to say like get string on this or something. Yeah. Okay. And then this is already a string. No, this is generic UTF-8. Get string on this as well. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm a programmer. So overall, I'm writing a game engine in Vulkan and C++. So if I show you what I have so far, load this. So there's about 1 million. So this is like just 1 million box models that I kind of loaded up. And then these are just some other test models. Oh, how long have I been programming for? A while. I think the first time I was like, I was doing like HTML websites in like 5th grade or 4th grade or something. And then I remember I was messing around with like Minecraft mod stuff in middle school. So I don't know, but like I've been doing this kind of stuff for 10 years, or yeah. So I don't know, maybe 10 years, but it's not really. I haven't been, doing all this for like 10 years. Anyway, yeah. And so I'm just trying to cache the shaders to get things to load a little faster. So, yeah, name, value. Okay. Yeah, so go over each one of these. And so actually, maybe... I think this has like a find member on this array. Can I say like cache array? No. Okay, never mind. You game dev as well, just program? Just a programmer, I guess. I mean, this is the most I've done with game development. I don't have any published games or anything like that. I just kind of decided to make my own game engine because the stuff that's out there currently, it doesn't fit like all the requirements I want for the game that I want to make. And I'm also just doing this just to learn about all of it. It's interesting to work on all this stuff. Yeah, at my job, I do like I'm a cloud engineer, and so I do more like system administration plus like scripting and like cloud infrastructure deployment stuff. So it's not really the same as this. Um, so anyway, yeah. So I've got the name value, and then I want to make if the name. So I don't need the value yet, but I want to say if the name equals the file path. So if the name equals the file path, then it's actually, yeah, I'm hashing this up here and reading the file and all that. So, well, yeah, I want to store the hash separately, maybe, or no, I'll store it here. That's fine. So yeah, if object name, yeah, So if I have the file path stored, then I want to check this against the hash, and so this is a string. Where are you from? United States. Where are you from? Turn this into. So it's just a character pointer. How do these strings work? U.S. Florida. Okay. Yep. Yep. And so right now, I have this. I'm getting this string from the JSON object, but the hash is actually an integer, and so I need to convert the string to an integer before, or actually, yeah, I'll do string to integer. I could convert the hash to a string and then compare that, but that's probably a little slower. Or you know what? For right now, I'll just do it like this, just to get this working. Yeah. Faster comparison. That's good enough. Right. So if probably your first stream, actually I've been streaming the past week, so this is my 4th day or 5th day streaming, something like that. But yeah, I'm pretty new at all this. So yeah, get string. Yeah, so I found the hash. So that means I can just return true, except yeah. So if I return true here, then this means that the file here is actually correct. How many viewers you got in the last 3 streams? I think at most I've had like 2 viewers. But yeah, I've got 6 followers in the last week. Over like 3 or 4 streams. So I'd say I'm doing okay-ish. I want to start making. I made like 1 YouTube video. I want to make a whole bunch more, and then that'll be a lot better for visibility as well. So I'll probably start getting more people. But currently, I'm like also like rewriting the engine. So how like the old code is it's very static. So like you have to define all the objects at compile time and like everything you want to load and all that. And you can't just like dynamically add and remove objects and models and all that. And so now I'm rewriting it to actually support dynamically loading and removing objects and all that. And then I have to write my own like GPU memory allocation library. I'm just trying to generally clean things up and make it nicer. And so I'll probably make like a big video explaining the rewrite, and then I'll probably do like small devlog videos and stuff like that. And And so I might be done with the rewrite by like this time next week, I would hope, because I'm almost done. Because I'm pretty much just trying to get with feature parity at the with the old one, which I'm almost there. I still need to add compute shader support, but that should be fairly easy. But then it'll be like at feature parity, and then I also want to have a few other little things. Like I want to actually be able to test and see if adding, removing objects is working. And so I'll probably add I am GUI in here so I can just like have little buttons to click and add or move objects. Yep. But for the moment, so yeah, return troops. So that means that the file that's sitting in this path in the cache is correct. So so if I haven't returned from here, then that means I didn't find a valid hash, and so then I should just return false. Okay, and then if I return false from is cached, then that means I need to write the. Do you also play some games on stream or just do programs? Right now I'm just doing programming. Yeah, but I could do video games at some point as well, like actually playing something. But this is kind of like my main focus right now. So, yeah, return false. So is cached, and then I also want something about like writing the cache. Oh, am I missing? What's going on? Why is this freaking out? Do I not? If file is open, else. Yeah. I don't know. Void write cache. There we go. I don't know. It's just editor being a little weird. So, yeah. What's going on? Just compile. And today I'm doing a short stream, so I'll only be on for the next about 75 minutes or so. Your digital artist. Oh, that's cool. What have you been working on? Yeah, it's just the editor being weird. Anyway. So write cache. So I'm gonna say this path, and then vector of character reference. I'm gonna call this data cached data. Yeah, that looks good. And so take this base path. And then, so this file path, yeah, that's fine. And so, yeah, so I want to read this file again and do a whole bunch of this. Then, right, but I don't want to close the file. I actually want to edit it. Different stuff, streaming, portrait art, VTuber models, visual novels. Okay, that's cool. If I want to query modify, does RapidJSON even support writing? Not. So this is just a JSON parser. This might not support writing JSON. I didn't think about this. Oh no, it does have a writer. Okay, there we go. Stringify output buffer get string. Okay. So I parse it, then then I can modify it. Then I can turn it into a string, and then I can output it. Okay, that's good then. But yeah, so this isn't great because this is like doing the whole thing at once. I can't just like inline modify something on the disk, which would be nice. Instead I have to like write the whole thing back out, but that's fine. Like for now it doesn't matter. So if file is open, file stream file, so I do want to do all this. File stream, close. Yep. Parse stream, file close, yep. Now I need to actually modify it. And so I'm gonna look for this, make sure this is an array. Share some of the work. Yeah, you can send me stuff. Yeah, I'll take a look at it, but I'm not in any kind of place where I'd be like buying art. I just want to make sure you know that. But yeah, I mean, I can certainly take a look at it. Yeah, like I just have some very basic stuff here. I don't have like a real game going on yet. Okay, so yeah, get the cache and then get the array. And then can I just like add to the, okay, and this actually doesn't need to be constants. This should be, so should this actually be like set array? Okay, it needs to be set array. I guess set array would take nothing. It's weird. Say whisper. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at it after this stream. Set array. So how does this work? Because here you can do like set int. Can I just pass this in? No. Expected 0. I don't understand this. Remove all members. Member reserve. Okay. Erase member, set object. Get array. Set array member again. Is there a better better documentation for this? Search for set array. I guess it doesn't exist. I might end up switching to a different JSON library. Because Rapid JSON just has ones. I think there's also SIMD JSON. This might be a little better to use. Gigabytes of JSON per second. Sounds great. Yeah. Performance results. Okay, it's better than Rapid JSON apparently. So yeah, I might switch to SIMD JSON then. Rapid, it just has like a really weird interface. Yeah, I'll take a look at them after this stream. Yeah, so query array. Create modify values. Modify array, here we go. Value with array provides API similar to vector, reserve pushback. Oh, okay. So actually, yeah, I need to hash it again. I need to do this again. So there's definitely a lot of can definitely make this a lot better. Anyway. So I can say push back. I really need to be combining these into one function. I'm just not quite sure how I want to do that yet. Because, well, no, I guess it's fine. Yeah, it's fine to put them into one thing as long as I ensure that I write this correct file at the end there. So, Boolean. Yeah, so this is if you find the name and they're equal, right? But then if they're not equal, then I want to return false, but now I want to set it. So I don't want this to be a const reference. I want this to be just a reference. Non-generic member iterator. Let's see. Serve clear. Push back. Pop back. Erase. Push back. Right. But what if I just want to get rid of something or modify something? Okay. Modify object. Yeah. Add member. Name. Document get allocator. Object class, collection of key value pairs. Yep. Yeah, and so this is going to have name and hash. And so yeah, and so I'm iterating over this array, and then I'm getting this object. Yeah, and then I want, okay, hold on. Cache array, member begin. So actually when it begins, this is just the name. Okay. So then maybe I could change this around. Instead of like this, it's just this one entry that has the file path and then the hash. That's better. Okay. So I get this first, yeah, and this array only has one member. So yeah, then this doesn't need to be an object like this, I think. I can just, does this work? No, okay, this has to be an object. Okay, so get array member begin. So name is file path, value is the hash. Okay, that makes sense. Right, and then if that doesn't work, then I just want to modify this member. Get allocator.move. In place value parameter. Explicit parameters. Copy string name. Add member key value. Remove member, erase member. Can I not just update a value? Swap. Removes member by name. Removes same as above, but name is a value. Remove member by iterator, constant time. Okay. But it preserves the order members linear time. Yeah, that makes sense. Removes a range of members, preserves order. So yeah, pop and swap, that makes sense. I guess let me just say cache array, right? So that's still const. So member iterate, so this returns. I want to do remove member. What is contact? Contact is value object. So do I do something like this? Do I say like value or rapid JSON value TMP, and then this takes object? Is this how this works? No, because it's an iterator. This is so confusing. In place value parameter. If you need to create a name from a non-constant string, remove member. Yeah, but I don't think I can say like cache array dot. Yeah, I don't have remove member. Begin, push back, erase, reserve. That's it, basically. So actually I'm looking in this object. Okay, so I actually want to remove the member from the object, not the array. Right, but all I have here is name and value. I guess that's because... Can I remove... Okay. And remove all members. That also works because I only have one member. Remove member, name. What are the other ones? I don't know what all these overloads are. Let's just say remove all members. And I know this is const, so it might not work, but apparently it does work. That's a little weird. Dot. Set array, get object. There's also set object. Maybe this is what I want to do. Set object. Except this doesn't seem to do anything. Just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, expected 0 have 1. That doesn't do anything. Add member. Right, so like I can remove all members and then I can add a member. I guess that's what I want to do. Yeah, okay. Let me just remove all members. And then say add member. String ref type name, value allocator. So value key. This is going to be file path d dot get allocator. Should be rapid JSON value. No matching constructor. What? Oh, right. This needs to be a string. It's still broken. JSON value val value, and this is hash. So I'll just do this to string again. Yeah, this still doesn't work. Not sure what the problem is with these. Then I can say add member. And I can give it key, value, and get allocator. So that works. But these don't work. No matching constructor. That's exactly what it shows up here. No known conversion from string to float. From string to array. Okay, so it's trying to put it. Maybe if I give it a C string, it'll work. Okay, just wants a C string. Still doesn't work. We can just give it the hash. There we go. That works. Add member. Okay. And now I've returned false. Right, and so if this isn't found, then I still want to do this. And I also want to return false. Except instead of cache array of I, this is just cache array.add member? No, that has to be dots pushback value type value. So I want to make an object. So can I say like rapid JSON object, generic object? What do I say? Yeah, it's definitely pushback. Can I just do this? No. JSON object key value. Object type, generic object. Generic object sounds like what I want. No matching constructor. So what does this want? This takes generic object. Member. So I just go like this, generic object. No matching constructor. And what are the overloads? Oh. Okay, so this only takes object like that. Where's the other one? It said it had 3 overloads. Okay, and then value type value, but this is private. Rapid JSON. Like there's K object type. I don't know if this is what I want because this, yeah, this is an enum. I want to push back. What's the overload on this? Okay, there's 4 overloads. Let me view this. Not found for pushback. What? Value allocator. Pushback. No. Okay, modify array. Array pushback. Pushback I. Allocator. I is just an int. Pushback. Value reference. Fluent interface. No. Okay, so I construct a value like that. Value key, but then in place value parameter. Okay, I can say pushback key and then d dot get allocator. Right, but then that doesn't. I'd say like see, that's add member. It's so strange. I thought this was going to be quick. It's taking me over an hour. Add member. Can I? No, yeah, because I can just do it. Does this work? C string. No. Even though documentation says it's supposed to work, it doesn't work. But here, so I can push this back, but then this just has a key, it doesn't have a value. Does this work? No. So strange. Value.move. In place value parameter. No value. Copy string. Add the JSON add. Member to array. Yeah. Set object. Oh, so that changes its type into an object. Oh. And then I add a member to that object. Oh, this is terrible. So I have to say object. Say object dot set object, and then I can do object add member with the key and the value like this. Or this. Except this is obj add member. Okay, and then I can do pushback obj. Wow, that's a horrible interface. Oh. Anyway, that should work though, right? And then do false so that it tells it to put it in the correct spot. Yeah, and then, so I'm looking at file path. Yeah, file path.cstring. Yeah, so this just checks if something is cached. I don't do this. Right, I want to check if the file path is cached, and if it's not cached, then it'll return false, and then I need to write it to wherever. Actually, yeah, it doesn't matter, because this is just working on the file path, the fragment shader or whatever. So I can put the file itself wherever I want, which is fine. I can put it there. This just manages the hashes. Okay, and this could definitely be like significantly better, and I'm going to replace this with some JSON because rapid JSON is horrible. Yeah, so it's not if file exists. This is if is cached, cache path. So, but I don't want to give it cache path, right? I want to give it file path. Yeah. Yeah, if the file is cached, yeah, then just it'll like read the file down here or something in path, or if not, read buffer. Yeah. Otherwise, it'll just create the module. If not, read buffer. Yeah. So I think this should work. Get rid of that. I'll leave that in there. That's fine. This might work. Let's run this. Okay, it didn't crash, so that's a good sign. And everything loaded correctly. And then if I go look in here, nothing's in here. So it didn't work. Oh, I think I forgot to write the file back or something. Yeah. Okay. So cache array add member, and then there's also the step, since none of this is in place, then I have to like output it to, yeah, I have to do rapid JSON writer, accept writer. It's terrible. Back to write. Writer. There we go. Go away. Yeah, weird. Wait, why am I back at the start? I want writer. Okay. JSON writer implements handler, generates JSON text, output stream, stack allocator, level depth. This is constructor. Rapid JSON write to file. I really should have just embedded this into the SpearV code. That would have been way simpler. Can write directly to OF stream. Stream allocator. Meta.accept. What is this? Meta. That's the document. So I tried to say accept writer. Write to a stream with the allocator, and the allocator is the whatever the document allocator. Okay. So stream buffer. Right, but instead I can just say OF stream. So let's go here. Right, so I've closed the file, right? And let's go standard OF stream. And does this close it when it I would hope so. I don't know. I don't know if this actually closes it when it goes out of scope. I would think so, but I'll be explicit about it. Yeah, so this is base cache path plus cache JSON. And then you can say rapid JSON writer. Apparently doesn't exist, so I probably need to include something else. Writer, output file, d.get allocator. Let's be like rapid JSON string. Then I want to say d.accept writer. Okay. And then that should just write it. So when I do d.accept writer, that will actually write to it. So I want to do that here, and I want to do that here. And then this is kind of like append or something. Hold on. Where's I want to open this for I want to clear it when I open it or whatever that flag is. Right, put, insert, flush. None of this is what I want. I thought there was some flag. Okay, let me at least try to get the rapid JSON stuff working. So it's not iStream wrapper, it's writer. Yeah. apparently I'm not using it because I also need stream. JSON stream. Apparently, yeah, it's still not right. No member name stream. Oh, that's this. Oh. Fine. Does this work? Base cache path declared in closing function. Yeah. Yeah, do it like this. And I say stream.of equals standard of stream base cache path plus cache JSON. Okay. And this is just stream. No matching constructor. Is this... Do I need to do like a reference to this or something? No. Oh, man. This is terrible. Yeah. I really don't like using rapid JSON here. I might just go ahead and switch to MGJSON. I should have done this to start with. Let's see if this is any better. Real world usage, yeah. So, on demand parser, iterate. Okay, I can just do this. That's great. Basics. Loading and parsing JSON documents, and I also need to write JSON documents. Requires a few bytes at the end. Oh, okay. Position a point at the beginning. Let's create a padded string. Documents are iterators. Document is not fully parsed JSON values in iterator of JSON text. While you iterate, it actually is walking through the original. Okay, that's fine. General direct access. Can you raw JSON string? Is this like a file pointer or something? Because that would be awesome. It's like memory map pointer. I don't think so though. Oh, there's use of string view instance, better performance. However, there are cases where you need to store string result in a string. Reiteration. I might just deal with all of this later. I got pretty far with this, but it's going to be like a minor speed up, I think. And I really don't want to deal with either one of these JSON libraries right now. Even though I just spent the last hour and 20 minutes trying to deal with rapid JSON. File system path, cache path. Right? Oh, no, this is if, what is it? It's like path exists or something. Exists. Yeah, there we go. That's what it was before. Still says I changed something. I don't know. Let's see what Git says. Sure. Oh yeah, I got rid of that. Sure. broken rapid JSON cache handling. No. I wanted to deal with other things other than that. Well, so the other thing I wanted to do was move these lights into light objects, but I wanted to get the fragment shader to be dynamic first, so I could just edit and do whatever I want. And the other stuff is kind of big, I think. So maybe I will get rapid JSON, try to get this working. I just need to write to the file. Oh man, can't make up my mind on this. Yeah, so let's just go with the double buffering, whatever. It's going to be slow, but at least it'll work. And this is like minuscule amounts of JSON anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's not gigabytes of JSON. Let's just completely get rid of that. And so except writer, I still want that everywhere. Yes. So some water. So generic string buffer, yeah, this is all fine. Okay, and then so there's buff, there's allocator, writer. Okay, and then I write this to the output file. Okay, I see what's going on here. So it's basically this little block here. So I want to put a bunch of this at the top. So this is going to be d.getAllocator. Okay, and then does this need to be a reference or yeah? Same thing here, d.getAllocator. How is it still? Okay, so this is so old that the interface for this changed, and I can't find like a good documentation on this. Writer. Writer, output stream, stack allocator. Yeah, which I assume is just this. Stack allocator equals 0. If null, it will create a private one. Okay, so I guess I don't need that anymore. Maybe that was the problem? Okay, that was the problem. This isn't meta, this is D. Okay. So maybe this single buffering would have worked anyway. I don't know. Yes, so this, let's say this goes here. This is buff, get string, get size. Let's say like JSON equals this. Do this down here. So this goes here. Call this JSON output. JSON output. And then I would want to do, I want to open up that file. So standard wef string. Cache path plus cache JSON. Actually, this needs to be slash, or no, it already is slash. Okay. And then this is JSON output stream. This is in, or yeah, hold on. There we go. So that's fine there. And then these go here. So accept JSON output. Do I even need this, or can I just say JSON output stream? Yes, except I want to make sure this is actually a string. There. I think that's fine. Just get rid of that. output stream dot close. Okay, do this here and here. There we go. And then I also want to clear the file. So left stream clear file. Open truncate. Is that it? Any contents that existed before open, we discard it. Okay, great. That's what I want. And so this was what were these open modes? How do I do this? OF stream out. OF stream out. Standard OF stream trunk. Okay. So this is very much not optimized version of this, but it should work. Okay. Glad I at least got that working. Or still gotta see if it works. So let's run this, and it did not crash, so that's a good sign, and everything looks like it loaded fine. Check this, and it's got nothing in it. Great. That's because I never ran it. Yep. I never ran it. Is cached. File path. Yes. What? Did you mean file path? Okay, yeah. Is cache file path. And then read buffer, right, and then when I'm compiling, right, so if it's not cached, then yeah, I want to update the hash and return false, and then have you compile. And then when you compile, you read the GLSL, and then you write to SpearV or something. Yeah, write buffer cache path. Okay, good. That all makes sense. See if this works now or if this crashes. And the thing that's really making load slow right now is images, because I disabled image caching. So, and specifically on that chess beautiful game model, the images just take a while to load through STB image. They're just big PNGs, not even that big, but yeah, there's definitely room for improvement on loading those images. It's just PNGs are just kind of slow to load in the first place. And like there could be like, so I know JPEG XL is lossless, and it is more difficult to load than PNG, but it's also much better for multi-threading. So maybe I could use like JPEG XL and just try that out in the future and use that as cache instead of like storing the raw pixels. Anyway, that's actually significantly slower. I mean, I guess it was writing, but to use like 180 milliseconds to write nothing? Or, I mean, I guess it had to hash things, but... And those are numbers. It might fail on like when it tries to read it back with isString or something. File path hash. Yeah, okay. But this at least, this is something. So when I look... Oh, right. It took an extra 150 milliseconds because it had to recompile the shaders. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. So this is probably actually working now. But those are strings. And so, yeah, so value, or no. Yeah, so see here, I'm doing value get string. So actually, yeah, I can just read this as an integer. So that's fine. Is this a 64? Yeah, get int 64. Okay, and then do it like this. Okay. That should be good. Let's recompile this. Make. So this took about 2 seconds, and before, when we were just doing the file pass, it was about 1814. So I want to see what the overhead is of just checking the file hashes. It crashes. That's what the overhead is. Oh man. In 64 long int something assertion is int64 failed. So it's not an int60. Well, what else would it be? Oh, great. Because I truncated it, now it's empty. Oh, man. I wonder, is this... Okay, now is object fails. Because the file is empty because it... man. Yeah. Because it doesn't actually exist. That's terrible. Well, I mean, for the moment, so it's got to be like this, and then cache like that, I think. That's what it needs. But anyway, so this, yeah, int64 equals long at assert data flags is int64 failed. Well, I don't know what else it would be. Yeah, I already closed the file, like it's not reading nothing. Encoding equals rapid JSON UTF-8. So somehow it's not in 64. And I could just say get int, or maybe it's doing a uint 64. Maybe that's it. Okay, this loaded this time. And okay, so that put everything there. So yeah, that is what I need to start with. So maybe I don't want to say. Yeah, I need to have some handling in here. So like instead of assert is array, or like if it yeah, fix me, or it's here. Fix me. Instead of assert, write the default data to the file. This is also if, should also do the same thing if it can't open the OF stream. This, yeah, if this doesn't open. Also do, or no, it should always open because the file exists. Yeah, it just might be blank if the file doesn't exist. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I run this again. Is object failed? What? Find member iterator. Assertion is object failed. Assert cache array of I is an object. Yeah, I mean, I would think it is. And so it's probably blank now. Yeah, so yeah, let's do this, right? If not cache JSON is array, and we're going to return false here. And then we're just going to say, what's this? JSON output string, and we're just going to write, right, and then I also want to say JSON output stream close at the end of it, but, or, yeah. So what I want to write is this, and this, and, this, yeah, I need to escape some of this, not that, there we go. I think that should work. So actually, yeah, it'll return false. So you see, I don't actually, because when this happens, then things aren't actually going to get cached the first time, so you have to run it twice. Fix me, this has to run. Fix me if file is empty, then it has to run twice to fill the hashes. but at least this is doing things. It's still empty. Why is it still empty? Did I forget to build it or something? Is object failed? Why? What? I'm not asserting it. I'm returning. What? Is it because it can't find it or something? Okay. What happens if it can't find it? Does it just crash? That'd be really stupid if it just crashes if it can't find it. Like, that's extraordinarily stupid. Because you should just be like, oh, it's null or whatever. Not that it crashes because it can't find. Yeah, okay, so it's trying to do find member and it's failing there. Yep, so that's a problem here. Oh, man, I hate this library. SimD JSON looks pretty bad too. I mean, it doesn't look as bad. I just need to figure out how to write with it. Examples, is there just quick start CPP? C out. Yeah, that's fine, but how do I write? Because I would like to write in place, but I can do the same thing I'm doing now with OF stream, I guess. Okay. So yeah, cache JSON. So tutorial document T. Right. So what if it can't find a member? Okay, so I want to say if has member. Okay, that's what I want. So yeah, so if has member cache, or if it doesn't have the, yeah, just do it like this. And if it doesn't have the cache member, then do this. Yeah, and that'll be if it's empty anyway, so this is probably fine. Yeah. I could have this done in 10 minutes if I just embedded in the file. Assertion is object fail. Member end. I don't understand. You shouldn't be doing that. I'm doing has member, not. Oh, it doesn't even have a default member. That's why. I don't even know how to say this. Like, it's not just like is array or has member. It's like if document is valid JSON or something. Like, it's probably crashing up here. Very stupid. Let's see. Grab a JSON blank file. Grab a JSON. So I'm using parse stream, right? And so, like, what if it's just invalid JSON, like I have now? Writer buffer. Yeah. File streams, read file stream. File. Oh, maybe this is what I should be doing for output. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, stream wrapper. Okay. So I should be doing some of this for the output. That'll be better. But still. if it's just an invalid document, JSON load empty file. No. All right, fine. JSON iStream. Can I say like file stream dot? No, I can't give it a size. I can't do anything with it. And like I can wrap this in a try catch, but that sucks. Rapid JSON generic value is object failed. Okay. What if let's do this. Yeah, so now it at least loaded. And we got fragment shader, but not the vertex shader. Oh, because it ran the second time or something stupid. Yeah. If I do this again, now I should. Now it gave me nothing. But it didn't crash. It just gave me nothing. And now it'll crash. Yeah. So it means it didn't write anything. Oh, no. Yeah, this is just terrible. I need to rethink all of this. Yeah. Well, yeah, I need to rethink how I'm going to do all of this. So I guess the stream today wasn't a complete waste. But this is usually just what happens when you're trying to figure out new stuff. You end up getting it wrong for an hour and 45 minutes. So I probably should be using performance will be much lower than the other streams above. Okay, so I want to use these. Right, so read file stream and file write stream. So that makes sense. You may read the whole JSON in memory and use stream above. However, if JSON is big, you can use read file stream, read only a part, then let it be parsed. Okay. And now what I would really like is to say, hey, just write the changes I make. That's what I want. I just want to say, hey, when I make a change to the DOM, just go ahead and write it. Or like, let me make a whole bunch of changes and then write it later. I don't know, something like that. FP closed. Yeah, okay. So this is fine. Yeah, and then I do want to know what happens when this is like invalid. Comment maybe parse flags. Is there something in here? Stop when done. Comments, numbers of strings. I don't want to say like, oh, if this is just don't crash if it's invalid. Like just I don't know, return me some error, some like value error. Don't just crash. Okay. At least this works. This part seems to somewhat work. So that's nice. So that's probably fine. All right. Yeah, and then there's a lot of this like I'm reading the file here and then I'm reading it again down here, and I don't like that. I just need to read it once. So So yeah, maybe I could have, I don't know, some kind of like generic compiler cache class. And what you do is, let's just do this right here, right? So class, say compiler cache, I don't know, something like this, right? And so now what this is going to have, you're going to have a vector of characters, and this is going to be called file data. And yeah, it's private. Public, let's see, compiler cache, and you're going to take a file path, right? And then, and we should be able to say standard vector of character const reference file data const return file data. There we go. Yeah. And so what I want to do here, so when I give it this file path, yeah, I want to do all this stuff and like load up the file data and all of that. And then I can say, we're going to have bool, is cached or something. And this is going to be false. And eventually what's going to happen is compiler cache is going to set this to true. And then later on, whenever you want to actually use this, you can just check is cached. Right? So I can say bool const, yeah, whatever, I can copy it, that's fine. Return is cached const, and I think this actually this needs to go here. There we go. Const bool is cached. Return is cached. Yep. So then what would happen is like down here or something, whatever, right? I'd say I want a compiler cache of file path. Redefinition, compiler cache, CC, and then if CC dot is cached. Yeah, like that. And then this would get passed to to here. So I'm gonna put that compiler cache in here. So yeah, I'll fix this up. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and copy this into shader. And then this can have a compiler cache, and then that will have to be initialized. Yeah, that'll have to be initialized here. And so I just want to say compiler cache, that takes file path. There we go. And I can say compiler cache is cached. Otherwise, I want to, instead of shader code here, yeah, I mean, this could just be a const reference. And then I could say compiler cache file data. There we go. Read buffer. Yeah, read buffer should be a const reference anyway. Is this in utils? No, it's gotta be in common then. Yeah, this should be a const reference. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so now I'm only loading the file once, so that's pretty good. And then, let me see, isn't this read buffer? Yes, this is MMIO. Okay, I'm doing memcopy. Ideally, I wouldn't even do this copy here. I would just like, I would just like set the buffer's pointer to like be the MMIO or something. But then this goes out of scope and yeah. So this is fine for now. It's one copy. Yeah. So I can get rid of that. And then, yeah, so this is actually just going to be compiler cache. Right, and then so here's like file data. Yeah, and then none of this return true. Instead of this is like is cached, is false, and then return. So now this is true. This is false. And this can definitely still be better. And actually, I don't even need to set this to false. It's defaulting to false. Yep. And I don't need return here. Else, yeah, if I found it, but it's not the same, then just return. Yeah. Okay. So this is at least in a class now, so I don't know, it's slightly less terrible. But I think this is going to be it today. So I will be back on Friday. I think I'll actually start early on Friday because I get work off every other Friday. So I might start at like 1 on Friday instead of, I think my schedule says 5. I just don't think Twitch like lets me say every other Friday. So, or I might just take a break. I don't know. So yeah, I'll be on it at least 5 on Friday. I don't think I'll be on other days of the week. I have other things I do. Yeah, so that's it for today. This stream wasn't very productive. I just did this and crashed my game engine a whole lot. But some days are like that, and then some days I go and fix a whole bunch of stuff. It's just how it is. So anyway, see you Friday.